Hello, everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Tuesday, and it's March 23rd. We don't have any open meetings to tell you about today because they are in budget workshops, so they're working diligently this week to hopefully have some great budgets for everybody. All right, on our show today, we do have a third update with Donna, and then we have a library update with Eileen, and Eileen is so great. She went through the ordering system, notification system, so if you're not aware of that, she will walk you through that. So that's really great stuff that they've been doing there over at the library. All right, vaccination information for all of you who may not have been vaccinated or are looking for more information. LagunaWoodsVillageAlerts.com is our website where we have the latest updated information about the village. And then, of course, there's always an FAQ there where if you have questions about the vaccines and where you can find them, that will be right there. Now, if you are 65 and over and you would like to be vaccinated and was unable to get an appointment at the pods, please let us know and email us at info@LagunaWoodsVillage.com. Now, if you are still searching to be vaccinated, you can go through the pods, as I mentioned, which is Soka University, Disneyland, and there's a couple of others, but you will want to register at Othena.com so you get on the list and they can contact you when there is availability. RiteAid.com/COVID-19 and CVS.com or 1-800-SHOP-CVS, and they are all doing the vaccinations now. Okay, our weather is looking quite nice. We are expecting a little rain later in the week, nothing tremendous, but nonetheless, you want to have that umbrella handy. Today, partly cloudy, 68-52. Tomorrow, nice and sunny, 72-48. Then, of course, Thursday, we are clouding up and have a few showers in the afternoon, 62-48. Then it's clearing again Friday, partly sunny, 62-45. And then for the weekend, 70-54. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:50, and our sunset will be at 7:05. And Janice, thank you. I love succulents, and they look so beautiful in that pot, so thank you for sending that on over. And you're going to want to send a photo to Laguna Woods Village TV at gmail.com. All right, when we come back, we will have an update with Donna, so stay tuned.
Welcome to the Meridian at Laguna Hills, a newly multi-million-dollar renovated community. Located in beautiful southern Orange County, the Meridian at Laguna Hills blends quality senior care onto the bright canvas of Laguna Hills Live. With a luxurious 5-star resort-style community and a dedication to resident care, you can experience an exquisite senior lifestyle unlike any other. Discover a community filled with care and the freedom to pursue what matters most. It's a new day and it's yours. Make the most of it at the Meridian at Laguna Hills.
At Harvard Eye, we are so happy to be open again and to see all of you for your medical and surgical eye care. We're taking great care to protect everyone from COVID-19 by seeing fewer patients, spacing out chairs in our lobby, sanitizing our office constantly, and doing much more. The world is changing a lot, but what hasn't changed is we're honored by your trust and confidence, and we're committed to keeping you safe. We can't wait to see you.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Donna Rain Shostak, and she is here on behalf of Third. Well, Donna, thank you for joining me and welcome. How are you?
Just fine and delighted to be here with you this morning, Lisa.
Well, thank you for joining us, and I know you have an update, but first, let's go ahead and just get to know who you are. Tell me a little bit about yourself and why you decided to join the Third board.
I have been a nurse practitioner and nurse educated for all of my adult life, and we really moved to Orange County when I became Dean of Health Sciences over at Saddleback College. When I got there, we knew little, and it required a move to Orange County. We didn't know much about it, but everybody said, you need to live in Laguna Woods. So we took that advice. That was a little over 10 years ago, and although I retired from my position at the end of 2017, we are still here. While I was the dean, it was a very demanding position. So although we did as much as we could, I really wasn't able to get involved in as many activities and the workings of the village. But since my retirement, I've been able to do that. Have been on the board, was seated in November, and really looking forward to hopefully contributing to the community.
Wow, well, that's awesome. Now, you know, Saddleback, we do talk to them quite a bit about their emeritus classes.
And that was actually why the director of the emeritus program, her office was right across from mine. So she had lots of time to tell me about it.
Oh my gosh. It's
and she said, there's only one place.
That's so funny.
And I've thanked her ever since.
And she's a great proponent for our station, that is for sure. She's a crack up. Well, that's awesome. Well, good for you. And now, of course, you are able to give a lot of time to the board and lots of other activities. So why did you decide to be on the board?
I guess service to my community and to others has really been the focus of my adult life. Mm-hmm. And so I was really looking forward to being able to do this much sooner. And as I had said, wasn't able to because of work. Sure. And so I'm just hoping to contribute. My role right now is as a new member, I am chair of the Water Resource Committee. And with that being so important for us here in South County, where the only place we get water is from somewhere else.
Right.
And because the water bill at Third is approaching $3 million a year. So we've got everything that we can do, both on the residential side and the landscape side is doing their bit. We will. And you'll hear more about that. And I know we are so lucky to have two of the directors of El Toro Water District residents of Laguna Woods and advisors to our committee. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, we do have regular discussions with the El Toro Water District. In fact, we were just talking with the director, Kay, and you know, it's interesting. She mentioned that last year, right when all of the COVID stuff happened, the water consumption dropped. But now things are kind of getting back into, you know, into the groove, and the water consumption is going through the roof. So
and of course we're all home. So yes, we're using more water, but it seems that the consumption and the bill for Third Mutual associated with it just keeps going up. So we've all got to do our part.
Well, yeah, we're not getting enough rain, obviously. So we have to make sure that we do certainly save. So that's good.
Well, and all that wonderful rain that we've recently had would be very exciting, except most of that ends up in the ocean. It drains off to the ocean, not to our water system. So again, as I say, I'm excited, looking forward to it, to having some educational programs for residents, getting them involved because we all can do our part, and working with our two advisors, Catherine Freshley and Kay Havens, who are the director.
Great. Oh, that's awesome. That's good. So now you have an update from Third's meeting. So what's going on there?
Well, lots of things actually, and I have to tell you that, and to our listeners, that the meeting on Tuesday, Third's meeting this past Tuesday, was a really full meeting. Lots and lots of things happened, lots of information, and I urge any of our members who missed that meeting to watch any of the reruns. It was really quite full. Director Muchnick gave an update on what we're doing to examine, resolve, work through the problems associated with insurance and the rising costs of that. Mm-hmm. He gave an incredibly thorough report of where we are, which is a work in progress. And again, that's why I urge people to listen to that. Along those lines, while Director Muchnick talked about what we're doing, Director Parsons gave a very thorough responses to many of the questions that our residents have been submitting related to the CC&R revision election, a lot of which was motivated by our mandate through those CC&Rs to have 100% insurance coverage and the new evaluations. So while Director Muchnick talked about what we're doing, Director Parsons talked about why we're doing it and really directly responded to questions. In addition, we passed two resolutions. One was the social media policy, which really only affects directors, present and past. It does not affect the residents, and really emphasizes that social media is not where Third conducts its business, and those things that should retain to business stay there. The other policy that does really relate to residents is related to barbecues, and the purpose of it was really primarily safety. We've had 2 fires in the village related to barbecues, particularly in our multi-story buildings. And so the new policy, it doesn't affect any of the it's personal barbecues. It doesn't affect any that people have and existing barbecues. But if they live in a multi-story building, when they replace the one they have, it would have to be electric, which makes some sense. So there isn't what we call open flame. And ultimately, charcoal grills anywhere in the village, even in the individual residences that are not multi-story buildings, will no longer be permitted because that's a fire. So those 2 things, very important. They were both passed. And again, those 2 recaps by our directors, Budget and Parsons, would be really informational for our residents.
Oh, that's great. I mean, I've interviewed both of them and they are very thorough. So you should be enjoying your meetings because they're, like you said, they're jam-packed with lots of great stuff, and they've been doing an awful lot of things even during COVID. I mean, there was so much going on behind the scenes, and we adapted to Zoom, and now all the Zoom meetings. And so, yeah, it's been great. So, well, good. Well, thank you so much for the update and getting to know you. I am sure we will see you again.
Yes, and thank you so much. It was great to share what we've been doing. I look forward to another session in the future.
All right, Donna, thank you so much. And we'll be right back after this.
A backed up toilet can wreak havoc in our homes. And with our older sewer lines, a clogged pipe can become a nightmare for our neighbors as well. That's why we have to be careful about what we flush down the village toilets. One of the biggest sources of blockages is personal hygiene wipes. Even if they're labeled flushable, always toss disposable wipes in the trash because these products do not break down like toilet paper. Please don't throw them in the toilet.
Welcome back. I'm Kiana Lee. With us today is Dr. Christine Chung of 7-Day Dental. She has great news for seniors. Doctor, why don't you tell us the exciting news? Mom.
We know there are many seniors living with tooth pain. 7-Day Dental is starting a new program called Seniors First. Seniors who are 65 years or older will get initial free exams and x-rays.
That is so nice, doctor. Call your nearest 7-Day Dental to get your 7-Day Dental smile.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Eileen Ordway, who is here on behalf of the library. Well, Eileen, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. We're chugging along.
Good. Well, you know,
future.
I know. Well, you were a godsend this whole time. Thank goodness you guys figured out what to do and how to do it so people could still get their entertainment. So today we're going to talk about the website and how people can look at titles, look at recommendations, how they can reserve titles. And I think this is a really great way to go because number one, you know, people are still a little leery about mingling and hanging out type of thing, and rightly so. But there's so many that have been vaccinated now that we're starting to make some progress. So this is a great way for one step closer to kind of getting us where we need to be. So let's go ahead and start with the actual website and how they find it and what they need to do.
Okay, we have a page on the Laguna Woods Village website. You just have to search for library, and it's under amenities, and right on the first page of that site, there is a link to our catalog. We have an external vendor that we use for an application to track all of the items that we have cataloged, who's checking them in and out, and gives our residents capabilities. And that's what I'd like to talk about today. We've had normally, in normal times, as I call it, we have maybe 5 items a day that have been reserved and we pull from the shelf. Well, now that people can't come into the library and walk around and pick their own things, we have almost 1,000 people who are using the catalog to get items from us. And I think there's a lot of features in our catalog that people may not be aware of. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to discuss that. And there's 3 in particular today that I wanted to talk about. the catalog's homepage, down near the bottom, there's some links to lists that would help people maybe find something that they didn't even know we had. The other thing is that we have the capability to text people on their phones when their reserved item is ready. And then we have this feature called Reserve Express. So if people have a favorite author, they don't have to think about or worry about when's that coming out. We'll automatically put them on the reserve list. So for the recommended titles, all they have to do, they don't even have to log into their account. They can just scroll down towards the bottom of our homepage, and there's a section called What's Hot. And it shows what's popular first, and then there's a way to search for new things. But we've also had what we call recommended lists. Like, for example, we have 69 of the Academy Award winning DVDs from back in the beginning. We don't have everyone, but a vast majority. We've also segregated our DVDs into, there's a list of concert videos, and there's a list of all the TV shows that we have. It would be almost impossible to find a list of TV shows in our normal search method. So this was a way that we could help that people have that. And we have almost 1,000 TV series of DVDs in our library.
Wow.
So all you have to do is scroll down towards the bottom and select one of those lists and have an easier access to some of the items in our catalog.
Now, has this website, have you been doing this for a while now?
I've been working at the library for almost 6 years, and I think we've had it for 8 or 9.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's been around. Okay. Okay, so people are aware that you do it this way. Now,
yes.
In order to actually get the DVD, though, they still physically have to come to you, correct?
No, they can, well, yes, they'd have to come pick it up, but what they do during this time, they'd log into their account, they'd reserve it, we would notify them when the item was pulled from the shelves, and then 2 hours a day, 6 days a week, we have these things available at the front door of the library. All they have to do is walk up, pull their item off the cart, show their ID to the person inside, and they walk away.
Okay.
So no human contact, or limited human contact.
So if they would like to be notified via text, then they should already have their information in this system?
Well, we have their, yes, they need to have an account. And I'm happy to do that. I've added almost 100 people just since we've closed via email.
Wow.
We have their phone number, but we may not have their cell phone number. But there's a way for them, if they log into their account, go to select the My Account button, and it comes up with their information right up front. So their address, their phone number, their email. They can either add their cell phone number, or if we already have their cell phone number, all they have to do is click on the phone number. A little list will come up, a drop-down list. They can pick and make sure it's a cell phone.
Gotcha.
Then, and save it. When they go to reserve an item, then it will come up and say, how do you want to be notified? And then once they have done that, texting to their cell phone will be an option. A lot of people don't check their email as frequently as they may have in the past because they do have the text on their cell. So we feel like this is a really good feature for people who want to get pretty much instant notification when their item has been pulled.
Right. Now, of course, would that have to be a smartphone, I assume? What about like those little flip phones?
As long as they can get a text, they can do this.
Okay, great. And then let's talk about the Reserve Express. What does that do?
Okay, this is the ability for people to select their favorite authors. Right now, we have 63 of the most popular authors that our residents like out on selected as Reserve Express capable. So if one of those authors, when they come out with a new book, whoever has selected that author as one of their favorites will automatically get added to the reserve list as soon as that book is added to our catalog. Okay. So, for example, if Michael Connelly comes out with a new book next month, and we have 32 people who like Michael Connelly and have selected him, they're on the list. They don't have to watch our catalog every day to see if we've added it yet. So it saves them time and aggravation.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's great. How often do you get new stuff?
We get about 40 new books every month.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're gonna run out of space.
Well, yeah, that's an issue. But usually every year we run reports, and if an item was bought or purchased or added or donated more than 3 years ago, and no one has checked it out in 3 years, we get rid of it.
That's good. At least you have some sort of a purging system, because otherwise,
Yes.
who knows where you would put all this stuff. And so that's 40 new books. What about DVDs?
DVDs, we're having a hard time getting some new DVDs. They're not coming out in that format as much anymore. We used to add probably 10 or 15 a month, and now it's a lot slower. But we keep an eye on it. We have a committee who watches for what's coming out, and they add when they can.
Yeah, with Netflix and a lot of those other services now, people can just get that on their TVs if they have a smart TV. So yeah. And last year,
we had VHS tapes, and nobody was taking them out anymore, so we got rid of them. Have a feeling that DVDs might not be too much longer in this world.
Well, yeah, but people still like their books. They don't like to. I do Audible, which I think is great because I drive a lot. But if you're not driving, then Audible is kind of not going to work for you.
Right. Well, even the CD books, we do have about 1,000 CD books, but a lot of cars don't have CD players anymore.
Yeah.
So,
true.
Yeah, the world changes every day.
I know. Well, this has been great. Good information. I'm glad you were able to visualize all this for us, so at least we have a good idea. And of course, you can always go to the LagunaWoodsVillage.com. In the search bar, do library, and then of course the link is right there to all of this great stuff.
Yes, and if anyone ever has any questions, they can email us at lwvillagelibrary@yahoo.com.
All right, that's great. Well, thank you again, Eileen. It was nice to see you.
Thank you. It's good to see you too, Lisa.
All right, take care.
Take care.
And we'll be right back after this.
Are your hearing aids not working as well as you'd like? The person who programs your hearing aids is way more important than how much you spent on them. The good news is that we can help. I'm a retired electronics engineer who will precisely reprogram your hearing aids to your unique hearing loss. If that doesn't give you significantly better hearing, I won't charge you a dime. You have nothing to lose and better hearing to gain. So call Hearing Remedy right now and ask for your personal better hearing appointment.
Silver
and gold. Consider it sold.
The Jewelry Box of Lake Forest will buy your gold, diamonds, fine watches, coins, and sterling serviceware, regardless of condition. With metals at an all-time high, now is the time to sell. Visit us in person or shop online from the comfort of home.
Silver and gold. Consider it sold.
At the Jewelry Box, it's about trust.
Did you know there are over 400,000 seniors in Orange County today? So where does a senior or family caregiver go for information and resources? You can turn to the Answers Guide, published by the Council on Aging Southern California. Answers is full of articles and resources to help you navigate the aging experience. You can pick up your free copy today at the clubhouse nearest you or at the Social Services Office. The Council on Aging, helping seniors remain healthy, connected, and protected.
We have a few announcements for you. Now, frankly, the most important one is the one I'm about to tell you right now, is that for all of you who have been vaccinated, if you've had just the one shot, you're still eligible. Krispy Kreme is giving away a free original glazed donut if you show your vaccination card. They're going to be doing this for several months, so I had to tell you about it because it's such a sweet deal, no pun intended. In any case, if you want more information about that, as well as all the deals that they have going on, you can go to krispykreme.com. So super fun. All right, let's go ahead and tell you about the rummage sale. Now, the Florence Sylvester Senior Center is extremely excited about having the rummage sale again. Now, they are going to be accepting donations every Tuesday and Thursday up until the day, and you can drop off those items from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And the rummage sale will be on March 27th, and it will start at 8 a.m. So you'll want to get there early. They will do spacing, and they will also only allow so many people inside the senior center to do some shopping. So if you want to get any information from them, you can just contact the Florence Sylvester Senior Center, and they will give you all the details. All right, and then one last thing I want to tell you about is the cuisine. The senior cuisine program is going on, and of course, that is delicious. And for $9.95 per meal, you can get a delicious meal from one of 10 different restaurants. So if you want to sign up for that, or you want more information just to check out the menu, you will go to myagewell.org. All right, let's take a look at our weather one last time. Looking quite nice up until a couple days from now, Thursday. We are expecting some rain. Probably won't be a big deal, but nonetheless, we're going to have a little bit of rain. So today we're looking at 68, 52, partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow it is going to be sunshine and nice at 72, 48. And then we're going to start clouding up on Thursday, and we will expect some showers in the afternoon, 62, 48. Friday, partly sunny, 62, 45. And the weekend is looking nice with a 70, 54. Have a great day in the village. We'll see you again tomorrow at 9 a.m. And you can always rewatch our program at 12:30 and 5, Monday through Saturday. Have a great day in the village. Bye-bye.
By staying home, the community of Orange County has made a difference. But doing so shouldn't mean putting your own health at risk. Hogue wants you to know that safe, quality care is available. Don't ignore or delay the medical attention you need. From routine checkups to revolutionary treatments, Hogue is here for you, just as we have been for almost 70 years. Like no other time before, your healthcare choices matter. Get the care you need from the name you trust.
Hi, I'm Vince Ferragamo. I spent some of my best years as an NFL quarterback, but today I've got a new team, and we're helping seniors who spent their best years fighting for our country, defending our freedom, and informing the nation. Our hometown heroes need help. AgeWell Senior Services is their lifeline. Nonprofit AgeWell can do all of this because you care enough to give. Please join me in supporting AgeWell. Donate today.
Hearing aids require a lot of attention. Don't underestimate the problems earwax can cause. Come in and see inside your own ear canals to find out how much blockage you have. Debris like earwax can cause up to 45% reduction in amplification. Your hearing aids may be able to be significantly improved to help you hear conversations clearly with a simple office visit. Every day, patients say, "Oh my gosh, that sounds so much better." Stop in or call us today for a complimentary cleaning and ear inspection. Tell them Stuart sent you.